Hello, in this tutorial, I'll be showing you the simplest way to smoothen skin using frequency separation in Photoshop. And if at all you're a beginner, this is going to be the best tutorial for you. So simply like the video and don't forget to subscribe if at all you're watching and you are not yet subscribed to this channel. So in order to edit this very image, you first of all have to do the first step of skin retouching, which is removing all the pimples or blemishes, because the blemishes look a little bit too much for this kind of image. So in order to remove the pimples or blemishes, we are simply going to come and simply duplicate the background layer by pressing Ctrl J, or you can use Command J on the keyboard, so that we have a backup for the background image. And after doing that, we're just going to come right here and simply select the patch tool. So just come right click on the spot healing brush tool and select the patch tool. So when you select the patch tool, make sure right here it is in new selection, and right here source is also selected and the patch is set to normal. So after doing that, we're just going to patch the blemishes with parts of the clean skin. So you're going to use Ctrl plus on the keyboard, or you can use Command plus on the keyboard to zoom all the way in and start patching the blemishes. So in order to remove the blemish, for example this one, we left click and hold down and we circle around the blemish and drag that blemish to a clean area that is nearby, and in that way the blemish or pimple is going to be replaced with clean skin. So circle and drag just like that. So for this, you can see circle and drag, and it does a pretty perfect job trying to remove or clear and clean up these skin imperfections like the blemishes. So you can see those blemishes have just been replaced. So take your time as you're trying to clear this, because it tends to make your retouching process easy and faster after the blemishes have been completely cleared out from the skin. So I'm going to be removing all these imperfections. So take your time. I know this is a little bit monotonous and tiresome, but if at all you want perfect results, you have to take time trying to clear up or remove these blemishes. So take your time circling and dragging. So you left click and hold down to circle and drag to a clean area and remove all those imperfections or the blemishes. And as you can see, most of the blemishes are just getting replaced in this kind of process. So after removing the blemishes, so I've already removed majority of the blemishes because I don't want the tutorial to be a long one. You can see before and after for those I've been able to remove in this kind of process. So take your time and remove all the pimples or blemishes from the skin. So I have already done that, and I'll show you the after process, or the photo after I have cleared out or removed the blemishes. So after removing the blemishes, make sure you merge these layers by pressing Shift Ctrl E to create just one layer that we have in this very case. So after doing this, simply duplicate the background image twice by pressing Ctrl J, or you can use Command J twice. Then double click on the layer icon, name that to color, and double click to rename this to texture. And after doing that, simply come to the color layer and select it, turn off the texture layer, then simply come to filter and come to blur, come to Gaussian blur, take the radius all the way down and click on an area on the skin that has more skin details. And after clicking on it, left click on the radius slider and start dragging up as you are releasing the left click button to see the effect affect the skin in real time. So the point here is we have to stop at the point whereby the blemishes are just starting to get blurred away. So you are going to continue dragging up since we can still identify or see the textures in this very image. So at about 9, that is when we're just starting to close out on the skin textures in this kind of image. So you can see we stop at the point whereby the textures are just starting to disappear from the image. So depending on the image that you're working on, you have to stop at the point whereby those details in the skin are just starting to disappear. So for your kind of image, you may have to use a different radius than the one I'm using in this case. Click OK, select the texture layer, come and activate it, come to image, apply image. The source is the name of the image, layer, select color, channel has to be RGB, blending has to be subtract because this is an 8-bit image. The scale is 2, offset 128, Make sure invert is not turned on. Preserve transparency and mask are not checked. Click OK. Change the blend mode from normal and change it to linear light. Select both layers and press Ctrl G, or you can use Command G on the keyboard to group the layers. Open up the group, select the color layer, then also come and turn off the texture layer. So the reason for this is because as we're blending the colors in the skin tone, we don't want to be distracted by the textures. So just come the brushes, right click and get the mixer brush tool and make sure hardness set to 0%. Clean brush is selected, and the second option that says clean brush after each stroke is selected. With the weight of 9%, load 75, mix 90, flat 100%. Make sure sample all layers is not turned on, and what is left is simply blending the skin tone colors. So in order to blend, you're simply going to slightly increase on the size of the brush, left click and hold down, and you paint the colors just like that. So left click and hold down and mix colors that are looking alike, but you have to follow the pattern on the skin area or how the skin is flowing on your subject's face. So we mix colors that are looking alike, and after blending those colors, to blend on a new color, you release the left click button and left click once again to blend on a new area or a new color in a different area. So you can increase on the size of the brush by using the bracket keys on the keyboard or the open and close bracket keys on the keyboard to reduce or increase on the size of your mixer brush tool. And by the way, if at all the mixer brush tool is displaying a plus icon, press the caps lock key on the keyboard to deactivate the plus icon so that the brush can display the way it is meant to display. And the other thing is, as you're editing, make sure you don't zoom all the way in, because when you zoom all the way in, you can't see the uneven skin tones better. So you can see I'm going to brush this dark area on the skin just like that. And after brushing on it, reduce on the size, and I'll just come and brush on this new area that has a different kind of skin color or skin tone. And while this color is transitioning from one color to another, I'll use a small brush and blend that edge, or that edge rather. So I'll be doing that for the rest of the skin until when I feel like everything or the uneven skin tone transitions have been eliminated from the skin. So reduce on the size. You can see on the lip area, I'll just blend all those colors. When it comes to the nose, simply use a small brush and blend the shadow area of the nose just like that in an up down kind of direction. You can see eyebrows moving in this direction. So I'll also move my brush in that kind of direction. So reduce on the size to work on a small area and blend on a very small area in this case. But as we're doing this, you can notice that the image tends to look a little bit plastic. But the reason for that is because right now we are working on the colors in the skin. That is why the image looks a little bit like a wax painting. So I'll be doing this for the rest of the skin. And you can see how nice, easy and quick skin retouching is. So reduce on the size and work on a small area. So after doing this, simply come and turn on the texture layer, and you can see right now the skin has been smoothened and we have still retained the original skin details in this very image. So you can see the before, after, before, after, before, after. The skin looks smooth and it looks better than where we started initially before. So this is how you can easily understand skin retouching and frequency separation in general. And if at all you have enjoyed this video, simply like the video and don't forget to subscribe this channel. If at all you have been watching and you are not yet subscribed to this channel. Ronnix from ronnixphotography. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in yet more videos on this channel. Don't forget to keep practicing and also keep creating.